it's Kristen here at Starlight's Children's Foundation's Dream Halloween event. We're here with the stars. They're all dressed up in Halloween costumes. We're so excited to talk about all things Halloween, like our favorite candies, scariest moments.
My Halloween costume is a kind of like Grease type themed. We got like the leather jacket and black pants.
I actually came here with a few friends, so we're Scooby, Daphne from Scooby-Doo, of course. And she's always been one of my favorite characters and just always inspirational in the fact that she was doing all the work.
I'm the Red Hood, which is Jason Todd, who was the second Robin of Batman, but then, you know, he died from the Joker and he came back to life. This whole story.
Black Widow from the Avengers. As you can see, we're having some fun with the leather tonight.
I'm the genie. I try to do kind of like an Egyptian eyeliner with this, some jewels. I was like, yes, right up my alley.
We are Janis Joplin and Jimi Hendrix. I am a vampire witch.
I'm a mermaid. It's like Greek inspired, so I guess you could say a Greek goddess mermaid.
I'm Black Swan. It's one of my favoriteest movies of all time because, I mean, it's a ballet horror movie.
Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, dressed as Newt Scamander, Eddie Redmayne. I even have the wand. Yeah. Scariest Halloween experience would probably have to be the Walking Dead maze at Halloween Horror Nights. I am so easily scared, it's not funny. I'm so scared. Going through that maze, there were zombies everywhere, popping out. I was trying so hard not to be scared that it actually made me more scared.
I went to Horror Nights at Universal Studios with my friends. There was one part where he was dressed up as like this ghost, but it was super scary. It's not your average like, oh, it's a cute ghost. No, it was a scary ghost. And when it was my turn to cross, he just looked at me and kept staring. He's like, come this way. And I literally bolted and ran. And my friends made fun of me. I'm like, you know what? I was super scared. I know it's fake, but it feels very real.
We actually just went to the Queen Mary's Dark Harbor, and I was pretty terrified of the mazes that we had to go through.
Drew's morning hair is a little scary for me.
I'd probably just say the Dark Harbor too, because that's the one that's most prominent in my mind right now. I would say the same. Dark Harbor also?
Yeah.
Yep.
I saw a scary movie on Halloween, didn't sleep that night because I don't like that stuff. I'm not about those haunted houses though.
Oh yeah.
Haunted houses, I've never had anything like scary happen to me.
Every year I try to go to like Not Scary Farm or Halloween Horror Nights, so those are so much fun. You
I'll
get
probably do that
super
this year.
scared. You get, yeah, they scare the crud out of you. It's awesome though.
My friends and I were watching Poltergeist. I think it was a scene where the clown takes the kid underneath the bed and like starts hurting him, and I freaked out and like I had to cover my eyes. It was so scary.
You know those like human robots that sit on like a bench near someone's house? You ring the doorbell and they like jump out at you? I think that would be my scariest moment because I don't like those like jump scares.
We're going trick-or-treating and we saw these 5 kids and they're all holding knives and they were all clowns. It just happened to actually be our friends, but we were like terrified. I literally thought I was gonna die.
My scariest Halloween experience is every Halloween. A lot of people know me as a scaredy cat, so they love to bring me along because I entertain them.
The first year that I actually went to Halloween Horror Nights, the people with the chainsaws is what gets me. They just come out of nowhere. It's scary and I feel like they're real and they're gonna like cut me up.
I walked up to this house and had like almost no Halloween decorations, maybe a couple fake pumpkins next to the door, right? And I walked forward, a fake spider like that was like this big just jumped down and like it went like a yeah sound and it scared me so bad. I was like 11 at the time. I just started crying so hard.
Me and my friends, we had a huge car, like enough where you could fit like 7 people in the trunk. We would drive around every house and then get out of the trunk, go get candy, come back. I wasn't ready for us to start driving one time. I fell out and I had to run and catch up. So imagine you seeing Freddy Krueger running down a street trying to catch the trunk of a car while his other friends, which are E.T. and a spaceman, trying to grab him and pull him back into the trunk.
I went to Halloween Horror Nights at Universal for the first time last year and it was like the scariest thing I've ever done, and for some reason I agreed to go back this year, so we'll see how that goes.
We went to Halloween Horror Nights at Universal Studios, and this guy was almost knocked down walls and pushed me to get out of the way. He was so scared by some of the mazes.
I wasn't that scared.
I was 6. I was with my friend, and my parents weren't there, and I was having fun, right? I go and we get these candies, and we're so excited, and we get back to the place, and there were these like little eyeballs, and we thought they were chocolate. We were really excited, and you know how you hear all the stories of people putting bad stuff in candy. Well, we started eating it, and our mouth like it was wet all of a sudden, and we looked in the mirror and we were like bleeding everywhere, and we were like, oh my god, what's going on? And then we went in the bathroom, we were spitting it out, and it was like, but it tastes like gumballs, I don't understand. And it turned out they were Gushers, but we thought they were chocolate, so we had no idea. We were so terrified.
I went to Queen Mary's Dark Harbor. The initial opening, when they opened those gates and they had the circus master banging a metal pipe on the bars, just spooked me, and all these guys crawling around, sliding on their knees. I was like, Whew, wasn't prepared for that.
We went as the Alice in Wonderland characters last year, so we were like Mad Hatter and like the Cheshire Cat, and I had these like crazy yellow contacts, and I was dressed as this huge cat. Kids were still running away from us. Like we were trying to pass out candy, and like the kids didn't want to come up and get candy.
When I was a child, my mother used to set up these extravagant entrances to our house. She would dig out a little area of the garden right around the walkway and have my sister and her friends lay down and put like these brown sheets over them, and it looked just like the garden was completely fine. So as people would come up, they would like reach out and like grab their ankles or something. I made the mistake of walking up there without knowing what was going on because I was 4, and that was pretty terrifying.
Traumatizing moment.
Exactly.
I just like going to haunted houses, really. I like scaring myself and going places I really shouldn't. It's probably my favorite holiday. My favorite candy is probably Kit Kats, and let me tell you why. My mother's name is Katerin, and we always call her Kit Kat. It's my favorite candy, and so like the association is there.
Reese's.
Pretzel M&M's. Candy's so sour that like you have to spit it out because it's just like you can't take it.
Candy corn. I choose. Oh my gosh, it's so good.
I love M&M nuts. Those are my favorite.
Kit Kats, not even a doubt.
Twix.
The Heath bar.
Twix or Kit Kat.
I love Snickers.
Sour Patch. I like fizzy Coke bottles.
I love like Laffy Taffy,
Or like,
Skittles.
Salt, sugar straws.
Candy corn has to be my favorite.
I love the pretzels, man.
I really love Kit Kats.
Candy corn.
Milky Way.
The Twix.
Sour Patch straws. Yeah, those are pretty good.
Sour Patch watermelons.
York peppermint patties.
Snickers.
Butterfinger squares in the cups.
I love Reese's.
Twix and Snickers.
I do like Milky Ways.
Candy corn all the way.
For more, go to JustineMagazine.com. You can follow us on social at Justine Magazine. Be sure to get our issue in print and digitally. And subscribe to our YouTube channel. And happy Halloween. See you soon.